When you wake up in the morning, before you check your phone, before you let the world put its weight on your shoulders, there are words you need to tell yourself. Words that anchor you, words that set the tone for everything that's about to unfold. Because if you don't speak life into yourself, the world will try to speak doubt, fear, and limitation into you. The first thing you've got to tell yourself every single morning is, I am built for this. Whatever this is in your life, for setbacks, responsibilities, challenges, you were made to handle it. Too many people wake up and doubt themselves before the day even begins. Don't start from a place of weakness. Start from a place of strength. Remind yourself that no matter what comes your way, you're not just going to endure it, you're going to rise from it. The second thing you've got to tell yourself is, today, I choose discipline over comfort. Because feelings will lie to you. Comfort will betray you. If you live by comfort, you'll never reach your calling. The alarm clock goes off and your body says, stay in bed. But discipline says, get up. Let's go. We've got work to do. Every great thing you want for your life, success, health, peace, impact, will be built on discipline, not emotion. Remind yourself of that when the day starts. The third thing to tell yourself is, I refuse to waste my shot at this day. Life is not promised. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. You don't know how many mornings you have left. So when you open your eyes, understand that you've just been handed a gift. And the question is, what are you going to do with it? Too many people waste their days scrolling, complaining, waiting for perfect conditions. Don't wait. Don't waste. Treat every day like it could be the day that changes everything, because one of them will. The fourth thing you need to say is, my struggles will become my strength. When the difficulties hit, and they will, you've got two choices: break under the pressure or let the pressure make you stronger. Struggle is not a stop sign. It's a signal that you're being prepared for something greater. Stop asking, why me? And start saying, try me. Life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. And the pain you're carrying today can become the power that carries you tomorrow. The fifth thing you've got to remind yourself is, I am responsible for my legacy. Every action, every word, every choice, it builds something bigger than you. One day, people will talk about who you were, how you lived, what you stood for. And every day is a brick in that legacy. You don't have to wait for the big stage or the big opportunity to start building it. Legacy is built in the small moments when no one is watching, when it's just you versus you. And when you've told yourself those things, close it with this. If I win the morning, I win the day. Because the morning is the foundation. It's where your mindset is set, your spirit is aligned, your discipline is tested. If you speak life, strength, and conviction into yourself before the noise of the world tries to drown you out, you walk into the day unshaken. You walk into the day prepared. You walk into the day dangerous. So don't just roll out of bed and stumble into life. Stand tall, speak life, set your intention, and remind yourself you are built for this. When you wake up in the morning, before the doubt creeps in, before the problems of yesterday try to follow you into today, you've got to look yourself in the mirror and say, I am built for this. Not halfway, not sometimes, but fully built for whatever is standing in front of you. See, life will never stop throwing weight on your shoulders. It doesn't ask if you're ready. It doesn't care about your comfort. Life will test you, stretch you, and push you until you feel like breaking. And in that moment, you've got to remember, it's not happening because you're weak. It's happening because you're strong enough to carry it. Too many people let challenges convince them they're not enough. They think the struggle is proof that they're unqualified, when in reality, the struggle is proof that they're equipped. Think about it. Metal doesn't get stronger without fire. Muscles don't grow without resistance. Diamonds don't form without pressure. So why do you think your life would be any different? The weight you feel isn't designed to crush you. It's designed to shape you. When you say, I am built for this, you're not ignoring the difficulty. You're acknowledging the greatness inside you that was made for the difficulty. You're telling yourself that failure isn't final, that setbacks aren't signals to stop, they're signals to rise. You're reminding yourself that you've already survived storms you thought would destroy you. And if you made it through those, you can make it through this. I am built for this isn't just a statement, it's a mindset. It's walking into every room, every challenge, every opportunity with the unshakable belief that no matter what happens, you won't fold. You might get knocked down, but you'll get back up. You might feel pain, but you won't quit. You might take losses, but you'll learn, you'll grow, and you'll keep moving forward because you're built for this. When the alarm goes off in the morning, comfort whispers, stay in bed. You deserve a little more rest. Comfort says, take it easy. Nobody will notice if you slack today. But comfort is a liar. Comfort steals potential. It robs you of growth. It convinces you that temporary relief is worth more than long-term greatness. That's why when the day starts, you've got to make a decision bigger than how you feel. You've got to look yourself in the eye and say, today I choose discipline over comfort. Discipline doesn't ask if you feel like it. Discipline doesn't care if you're tired, if it's raining, if the mood isn't right. Discipline shows up anyway. Because discipline is the difference between people who dream about it and people who live it. Anybody can get excited for a moment. Anybody can be motivated when it feels good. But only the disciplined can keep moving when it's uncomfortable, when it's inconvenient, when it's painful. Comfort gives you excuses. Discipline gives you results. Comfort says, do it tomorrow. Discipline says, do it now. Comfort says, take the shortcut. Discipline says, earn it the hard way, because that's where the growth is. Comfort wants you soft, but discipline makes you sharp. And every single day, you're making that choice, whether you're aware of it or not. The truth is, comfort will cost you your calling. It will keep you average. It will keep you stagnant. It will keep you from becoming who you were created to be. But discipline is freedom. Discipline unlocks consistency. Discipline makes sure that even when you don't feel like it, your future self won't suffer because of your current weakness. So every morning, don't ask yourself what feels good. Ask yourself what's necessary. Don't chase what's easy. Chase what's essential. Remind yourself feelings are temporary, but discipline leaves a legacy. And when you commit to choosing discipline over comfort, day after day, you stop living by chance and start living by choice. When your eyes open in the morning, you've just been handed something priceless. Another shot at life. Some people didn't wake up today. Some people had their story end last night. But you've got breath in your lungs, a heartbeat in your chest, and time on the clock. That means you've got another chance. And you can't afford to waste it. You've got to wake up and declare, I refuse to waste my shot at this day. Too often we move through life like we've got forever. We scroll, we complain, we procrastinate as if tomorrow is guaranteed. But the truth is every day is borrowed time. And when you realize that, you stop treating it casually. You stop letting small distractions steal your hours. You stop letting fear keep you stuck. You stop waiting for the right moment, because the right moment is the one you're in right now. This day might look ordinary, but it has extraordinary potential. The conversation you have today could shift your future. The work you put in today could open doors you've been praying for. The effort you bring today could set the tone for your entire year. But none of that happens if you waste it. None of that happens if you coast, if you hide, if you settle. So when you rise in the morning, remind yourself that time is a currency. You spend it whether you want to or not. The question is, are you spending it on things that build you, or are you spending it on things that drain you? Because once the day is gone, you can't get it back. When you say, I refuse to waste my shot at this day, you're holding yourself accountable. You're reminding yourself that the day is not just another 24 hours. It's an opportunity. It's a responsibility. And if you show up with urgency, with intention, with focus, you can turn an ordinary day into a breakthrough day. So don't waste it. Don't take it lightly. Don't wait for tomorrow. Lean into today with everything you've got, because one day you'll look back and realize it wasn't the years that changed your life. It was the days you refused to waste. Every person who has ever accomplished something great had to walk through struggle first. Struggle is not a punishment, it's preparation. It's not life trying to break you, it's life trying to build you. That's why when you wake up, you've got to remind yourself, my struggles will become my strength. Because the pain you feel today can turn into power you carry tomorrow. Struggle has a way of revealing who you really are. When everything is easy, anybody can smile, anybody can look strong. But when life hits you with disappointment, when doors close, when you feel the weight of failure, that's when your true character gets revealed. That's when you discover how much fight you really have. You see, strength isn't developed in comfort, it's developed in challenge. The muscle doesn't grow until it's been torn down. And your spirit works the same way. Some of the hardest moments in your life will one day become the reasons you can inspire, the reasons you can endure, the reasons you can lead. What you think is trying to break you is actually giving you the tools to build somebody else. That heartbreak, that setback, that betrayal, that loss, those aren't just wounds, those are weapons. If you don't let them stop you, they'll make you unstoppable. When you shift your perspective and say, my struggles will become my strength, you stop running from pain and start using it. You stop asking, why me? And you start saying, watch me. Because the same struggle that tries to hold you down can be the very reason you rise higher than ever before. So don't despise your struggle, embrace it. Learn from it, grow through it. Because one day you'll look back and realize the very things you thought were breaking you were actually the things that made you unbreakable. When you wake up and say to yourself, I am responsible for my legacy, you're reminding yourself that life is bigger than the moment you're in. Legacy isn't just about what people remember when you're gone. It's about how you're living while you're here. It's the choices you make when no one's watching, the habits you repeat every single day, the way you treat people, the way you show up even when you don't feel like it. Legacy is not built in one big moment. It's built brick by brick in the small decisions of everyday life. Too many people live like their actions don't matter, like they're invisible, like what they do today won't echo tomorrow. But every move you make is leaving a mark. Every word you speak, every promise you keep, every time you choose to rise instead of quit, you're building a story that others will one day tell. And the question is, what kind of story will it be? Will it be one of excuses, wasted time, and comfort zones? Or will it be one of courage, sacrifice, and discipline? When you take ownership of your legacy, you stop blaming others and start holding yourself accountable. You stop saying, one day I'll get serious. And you realize today is the day to get serious. Because your legacy isn't built someday, it's built now. It's built when you refuse to cut corners. It's built when you push through the pain. It's built when you choose character over convenience. The truth is, we don't control how long we're here, but we do control what we leave behind. And the people connected to you, your family, your friends, your community, will feel the weight of the choices you make. Legacy isn't just for you, it's for everyone who comes after you. That's why every morning when you declare, I am responsible for my legacy, you're reminding yourself to carry yourself with purpose, with integrity, with vision. Because at the end of it all, nobody remembers how comfortable you were, but they will never forget the impact you made. When the sun comes up and you open your eyes, that moment is more powerful than you realize. The way you start your morning sets the tone for everything that follows. If you stumble out of bed with no direction, no conviction, no fire, you hand the world the pen to write your story for you. But if you wake up with clarity, if you wake up with discipline, if you wake up with intentional words spoken into your own spirit, you take control of the narrative. That's why you've got to remind yourself every single day, if I win the morning, I win the day. Winning the morning doesn't mean the day will be perfect. Challenges will still come, setbacks will still happen, distractions will still try to pull you off course. But when your mind is anchored from the start, when your focus is locked in early, nothing can shake you the same way. You don't react out of weakness. You respond with strength. You don't let life dictate your energy. You bring your energy to life. Think about it. The greatest victories are never about talent alone. They're about preparation. And the morning is your preparation ground. That's where you sharpen your mindset, where you decide who you're going to be before the world decides for you. When you win that private battle in your thoughts, in your habits, in your choices, you walk out the door already ahead, already prepared, already unstoppable. So stop treating the morning like it's disposable. It's not just the start of your day, it's the foundation of your life. Win it with intention. Win it with discipline. Win it with words that breathe life and power into your spirit. Because if you win the morning, you don't just win the day. You start stacking days into weeks, weeks into months, and months into a life you can be proud of. That's how legacies are built. That's how greatness is forged. And it all starts when you open your eyes and declare, if I win the morning, I win the day. ChatGPT said at the end of the day, it all comes back to the words you choose to speak over yourself when the world is still quiet. Because the truth is, nobody else can fight your battles for you. Nobody else can carry your discipline. Nobody else can build your legacy. You've got to own that. Every morning you've got a decision. Are you going to drift through the day or are you going to dominate it? When you tell yourself, I am built for this, you step into the day with strength. When you say, today, I choose discipline over comfort. You step into the day with commitment. When you remind yourself, I refuse to waste my shot at this day, you step into the day with urgency. When you declare, my struggles will become my strength, you step into the day with resilience. And when you affirm, I am responsible for my legacy, you step into the day with purpose. And when all of that comes together, you realize one thing: if you win the morning, you win the day. That's the foundation, that's the key. Because life isn't about waiting for motivation, it's about creating momentum. It's about building yourself daily into someone unshakable, unbreakable, and undeniable. So tomorrow morning, when your feet hit the floor, don't wait for life to decide for you. Speak it, live it, own it, and go win the day.